Welcome back. Framing your center of interest. Basically, this is probably one of the easiest compositional exercises there is. Basically, you have large shapes around a focal point or many shapes intertwined around a focal point. Make a sketch first. That's my best advice, and I'll be saying it often. Here at the top left, you have the focal point that is surrounded on 3 sides by different shapes, and they're all intertwined. In the middle, you have similar but larger shapes, again surrounded on 3 sides. Here on the top right, you have the focal point surrounded on 2 sides, creating a channel for the focal point to move. On the bottom left, you have something similar to the top left. It's surrounded on 3 sides by shapes. These shapes are more linear and the top ones are more curvilinear. Again, in the middle bottom one, you have shapes that are surrounding the focal point on 3 sides. You have a strong shape at the bottom and lighter shapes at the top. And then on the bottom right, you have all the shapes at the top and then your focal point nearer to the bottom. So let's see if we can find examples of this. Here you have your focal point that is surrounded basically on 3 sides. There's just a small channel at the top where our eye can come in to the face. So basically the shapes surround the focal point. Here the focal point is surrounded on all sides except one little channel at the bottom that leads your eye towards the focal point. Here the focal point is surrounded on 3.5 sides because there are lines leading to the focal point on 3 sides and a little bit on 1 side. Here your focal point is basically the eyes and the face of the cow, and it's surrounded from the top and a large shape on the left and a large shape on the right. So it's surrounded. This tiny bird is surrounded by a strong shape at the bottom that holds it up, and then lighter areas on the top. This figure is basically surrounded by dark shapes at the bottom because the focal point is very much the head, and then the light areas lead towards the face. Here it's a little more subtle. So there are different curvy areas and rectangular areas, and they all surround the figure. And the eye is brought in from the top left towards the figure. Here the figure is surrounded on 2 sides, surrounded by light areas on the left and darker areas on the right. Here's your assignment. Again, pick one of the compositional formats and create a painting or a drawing. You can work realistically or abstractly. If you have time, try them all. Just like I said before, the more you practice, the better you'll get. You can just work any style you like and even experiment. If you've never tried abstract, try it this time. See how it goes. Do this now, and we'll see you in the next section.